Howdy, Simmers. I do not build community lots, and this is a known thing. But the newest kits have inspired me to try my hand at it, specifically the Cozy Bistro kit. And when I say that I don't build community lots, I just mean I don't build them normally. I am definitely a family home type of builder. Community lots are not my primary thing, and I've been doing them more recently, but I still consider myself more of a house builder than community lot. And going into this, I did not know at all what a bistro looked like. I actually had to Google. And it turns out that bistros are actually really boxy. So, for the most part, this was a pretty simple build, but I think it actually came out really, really nice for what it is. So, I applaud myself for that. I made an attempt. I think I executed it decently, and that's all we can really hope for. But since we are building a bistro, I did use the new Cozy Bistro kit. That was kind of what inspired my desire to attempt this build. And I end up using these windows at the front from Moschino stuff. I thought that they worked kind of fine as like a big statement window because we have all of these like smaller ones from the Cozy Bistro kit on the sides. And yeah, I wanted this space to be very, very bright. I wanted to let in a bunch of light, so we have all those windows. And I also have some glass roofs on this build as well, which I don't use very often. And I think that they look really, really nice. Now, you can see I'm extending the build right now because it ended up being like really small in the beginning. And I didn't realize how small it was until I tried to fit this bar in here, and I was like, okay, I can only fit like 3 tables. So I had to make the space a little bit bigger. Which the intention with this build and that front deck was to have more like outdoor kind of seating stuff. So it was still, okay-ish, but we needed some more indoor room. And yeah. Now, I don't actually know what a bistro is. I feel like it's a mix between a cafe and a bar of some sort because it serves wine and I guess coffee. I don't know a lot about bistros, but I ended up making this into a bar, I think, because my dumb self decided to wait until kind of the end to actually select a lot type for this build. It was on residential most of the time that I was building this, so I didn't have any like lot requirements in the beginning, and that was my mistake because I ended up having to make some like last minute renovations and changes because of it. But it's fine. We got it all worked out, and yeah. I end up sizing down the sign that I have at the front because of this weird like freezy thing. Freeze? I don't know. This giant trim that goes around the entire build. But I don't know. I made it work. I'm adding a lot of light on the outside because it's just so dark. I built this in Windenburg, and the lot that I am on has terrible lighting. But I have this very large ceiling that I had like I put a bunch of really long lights. I wanted them to be longer. Turns out we don't have lights that are longer, and that kind of sucked. But yeah. So I do turn this into a bar lot, and it has some very weird like requirements for it. I had to add a TV into this build, which was definitely not the vibe that I was really wanting to go for this build, but I kind of made it work. I used this tiny TV from, I believe it's the Basemental Treasures kit, or stuff pack or kit. And we have so much DLC, it's hard to keep track of what is what. But somewhere from one of the kits or packs, there's this really tiny, like, retro-looking TV that I end up using. And yeah, we have a tiny bathroom just in the back corner here. And there we go. So you can already kind of see from the glass windows, the glass roof, sorry, that kind of sunlight going through it. I think it ended up being really nice. So I did wait until the end to do landscaping. And I think one of the hardest things about community lots is landscaping because a lot of the time everything just feels so like is staged, the word I'm looking for. I don't know. It's so neat most of the time. So it's very well taken care of. It looks a certain way. It's not just kind of all over the place, whatever happens, happens ordeal. It's, everything is planned. It's like, no, the flowers have to go here, and they cannot get any bigger than this. So I wanted it to look kind of neat, but I don't know. Let me know how I did on that, because landscaping is always the main thing that I struggle with, whether it's community lots or just regular house builds. But yeah, I'm gonna add some kind of like outdoor lighting just down these paths, but we're almost to the end of the build. I'm gonna hop into the game and show you the thing in real time. All right, so here is the bistro, and like I said, it came out really, really cute, at least in my opinion. You can see we already have some people spawning into the lot, but we've got the lighting down the paths here. It looks really good at night, and I'll show you guys in a little bit, but I have two kind of open archway doors into this place. We have the big Moschino windows, which don't come in a brown, unfortunately, I noticed, but it's whatever. We have a few outdoor seating tables, and then in through here, this is our main thing. So we have all of the indoor seating here. It's really nice. We have the bar over here. We have a little coffee thing over here, which I added some mugs next to it as kind of little thing. I think it is a really cute detail to have. And then we have the TV over here that I was talking about, but I wanted to keep it like super fancy. And this TV, even though it is kind of older, says fancy to me. I don't really know why. Lots and lots of light in here. And then over here we have our very small bathroom that I kind of threw in here as a last minute thing. But there you go. Again, not super fancy or anything. You can see we have the glass roofing there. And yeah, I forgot to paint this. So that's a thing. But most likely you won't even be looking up there anyway, so it's fine, right? I'm sorry, I forgot. Complete oversight by me. I was so focused on this lower thing that I didn't even think about the ceiling right here. But yeah, that is basically the whole build. So it's a very small space. I think it ended up being really nice. And yes, I do have a glass roof into the bathroom too. No one's gonna be up there. It's not a big deal. We have the trash can just kind of hidden in the back there. So unfortunately our staff will have to go all the way around to throw stuff away, but it's fine. But if we look at it at nighttime, it is so pretty. It's lit up perfectly. I love it. I really, really do. I am proud of myself despite forgetting to paint the inside of that. But yeah, that is my bistro. If you would like to download the build, it is available on my gallery, TheSimmingKoalaa with 2 A's at the end. I always have it in the description if you guys ever want to download anything from me. But it's just called the Classic Bistro on my gallery, and the gallery pictures are actually really nice. We all know how the gallery likes to choose the worst photos typically. But yeah, that's there for you. I hope you all like the build. If you have any feedback or advice for building community lots in the future, please leave it in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated. I want to get better about building community lots. I just don't really know how to do it because community lots have a very like modern kind of thing to them, I feel, and my build style is not something that I would describe as modern. So if you have any tips for me, leave them in the comments. And if you have any build suggestions as well, leave those below and I will get to them when I can. But yeah, I hope you all liked the video. And with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials. Links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.